Milky Way 1,500-word viral script. English. Title: NASA's Darkest Secret. The Signal That Should Never Be Answered. Intro. Hook. In 1983, a strange signal hit NASA's Deep Space Network. A signal that did not match any star, any planet, or any natural object in the universe. It was too structured, too precise, too intelligent. For 41 years, NASA kept it hidden. Until now, this is a story of the signal humanity was never meant to hear. Part 1. The night it began. On a cold night in December 1983, NASA engineer Elliot Hayes was monitoring routine deep space frequencies. Everything was normal, until a sudden spike appeared on his screen. At first, he thought it was an error, a malfunction, a glitch, maybe even interference. But then the spike repeated, and repeated again, exactly every 16 seconds. Nature doesn't repeat perfectly. Stars don't pulse with that accuracy. Space noise is random. But this was a message. Hayes froze. The signal was coming from outside our solar system. And worse, it was getting stronger. Part 2. The code no human could write. When the signal was analyzed, NASA discovered something impossible. Inside the waveform was a sequence of prime numbers. 11, 13, 17, 19, 23. Prime numbers are the language of intelligence. If you want to tell the universe we exist, you send primes. But that wasn't the scary part. The real terror came when NASA decoded the second layer of the signal. A map, a star map, a map pointing, not to their location, but to ours. Someone out there wasn't just broadcasting. They were looking for Earth. Part 3. The message NASA hid. The message had 3 parts. 1. A location. Earth. 2. A countdown. Not in Earth time, but in rotational periods of a neutron star. When converted, it matched the date. December 2025. 3. A final line of data NASA has never publicly released. The few scientists who saw it described it only as a response request. Part 4. The silence inside NASA. 4 years NASA debated what to do. Should they respond? Should they hide it? Should they warn the world? But government shut the project down. Every scientist was forced to sign a secrecy document. The public explanation? Unidentified interference. But in private, NASA began building new monitoring telescopes facing the source. And every year, the signal got stronger. Part 5. The return of the signal. On October 9, 2024, the signal changed again. For the first time in 41 years, the countdown stopped, and a new transmission arrived. This time it wasn't numbers. This time it was sound, a deep, echoing vibration like metal being bent underwater. A sound no known creature could make. A sound that didn't match the frequencies of any natural cosmic object. It felt intentional, directed, targeted. NASA classified the audio instantly. 0 public release. 0 explanation, but a scientist anonymously leaked a single sentence. It wasn't just a message. It was a warning. Part 6. What the scientists fear most. Astrophysicist Dr. Lena Morales studied the source. What she found terrified her. The origin of the signal was not a star, not a planet, not even a galaxy. It was coming from a region of space known as a perimeter void, a place where there is nothing. No stars, no matter, no radiation, just emptiness. If something is sending a signal from a void, it means one thing. Whatever it is, it can survive in conditions nothing else in the universe can. Something ancient, something advanced, something completely beyond human understanding. Part 7. The December 2025 event. The leaked document predict that on December 19th, 2025, the signal frequency will align perfectly with Earth's magnetic field. NASA scientists believe this will create an effect they call a resonant contact window. In simple terms, a moment when whoever or whatever is sending the signal can communicate directly with Earth. No static, no distortion, no delay, real contact. Part 8. What if IT isn't friendly? Some scientists fear the signal is not an invitation, but a scan. A scan to detect our technology, our defenses, our activity, our weaknesses. Humanity might be nothing more than a biological curiosity, or a future target. Others believe it a warning from a dying civilization trying to save us from what destroyed them. But the darkest theory? The signal isn't from aliens at all. It's from something older, a cosmic predator, a hunter of civilizations, moving through the void, searching for light, energy, and life. We responded without knowing. We revealed our location. And now, something is coming. Part 9. NASA's final decision. 2 months ago, NASA's internal report was leaked. The conclusion was simple. Humanity is not ready. So they made a decision. No contact, no response, no broadcast. But it might already be too late. Because last week, the signal changed again. It now echoes a pattern identical to Earth's own transmissions, as if something out there is trying to mimic us, trying to speak like us, to sound like us, to become familiar to us, as if preparing for the moment we finally meet. Outro, final hook. Everything you just heard can still be denied. NASA can still hide the truth. Governments can still silence their scientists. But they can't stop the sky. And if the countdown was decoded correctly, humanity has less than 1 year before we finally learn if we are alone, or worse, if we were never alone at all.